Am I back on the air, guys? I just put us back on the air. Hopefully they put me back on. TikTok, thank you for being here still. Unbelievable. They do this to me. YouTube cuts me off while I'm talking about autism and helping autism. I'm used to that. Are we live, guys? Tell me if anybody's with me here on YouTube. And see, I'm hoping that they put me back because that's just mental to me. I'm right in the middle. We had a nice little group starting to grow, and YouTubed. I got YouTubed. So anyway, guys, the BeatSeat. This thing is totally unbelievable, and I really don't know why the hell they did that to me. It's kind of classic, and it's typical of them, you know. Let's see what it says here. Unreal. Are we live yet? We're live. Okay. I don't know if anybody's able to see it, but we're live. I'm going to go over here and just change something real quick because clearly YouTube wants to be a bunch of jerks, you know? I'm just going to update everything I just had on the last one because that's pretty messed up they did this. We had a pretty good feed going there, and I had all the tags set up for autism, you know, because everything's usually set up to playing music and 432 hertz, but today I wanted to make sure I set all the tags to the right, you know, to reflect what this show is about. This show today is about the most powerful sensory therapy drum on the planet. You guys could check it out at beatseat.rocks. I hope you will. I hope you'll see what it's about because it's really special. I'll get right back into this, guys. I'm just trying to see if I can get this new feed at least updated correctly. So we're on the same page here. Let's see. I'm going to go back into the feed and see if people are with me. It says it worked. Okay, awesome. Terminus is with us. Angel, oh goodness, are you back? Good morning, my friend. Good to see you. So glad to see you here. So we got cut off in the first couple seconds of the feed, or about 8 minutes into the feed on YouTube. Hopefully you guys can join me again and keep this going. We're talking about the BeatSeat. It's an extremely powerful sensory therapy drum. You see me play it every single day, so you probably don't realize that it's for autism. I am always telling you should buy one as a musician because if you see what I do with it, it's unbelievable what we're doing here on a daily basis. There are 209 songs on iTunes. 209 songs. I say that number a lot, and people are probably like, oh, 209. There's freaking 209 songs on iTunes, guys. They all were inspired by the BeatSeat. Just go and type in Mark Pires and see if they're any good. There's stuff like this. I wrote this last night. I don't even know what it was. I didn't write any. I think I sang some lyrics, but I didn't have a hook for this. But this is what we do. I improvise all this. Listen to the BeatSeat in the background. Sounds like a drum kit. The only thing it's missing is cymbals. You could buy those. My last breath. You hear that? You can't keep a good man down. You can't keep a good man down. No. I'll fight you with my last breath. Oh yeah. So I write these songs live every single night on the BeatSeat. By the time the BeatSeat comes into the song, now lyrics are starting to flow because it sounds like a full track. I'm just singing and playing a guitar over it, and I could sing to that all day long, but something about that beat, something about the tonal quality of this drum gives me a boost of energy, of creativity live in the moment as if there's another musician in the room. I often explain how powerful that is. Most people don't realize, but when you play with another musician, they elevate you. You all of a sudden have this energy and this creativity that's there. You can embark on a new journey musically because of somebody else's energy that's inspiring you in the moment. So that's what I love about the BeatSeat. I don't need anybody else in the room with me. I don't need anybody else on the stage with me. I get up there with the BeatSeat with my pedals, and I'll put on a show all by myself, and it will sound like I got 15 people on stage with me sometimes. Because that's what you could do with a loop station. That's what you could do with a BeatSeat. It doesn't sound like a cajon. It's a cajon on steroids, but it doesn't even sound like a cajon. It sounds like a drum kit. And that is what you need, my friends. You need something that differentiates you from everybody else when you're performing. Oh, well, there's a guy with a cajon. No, there's a guy who sounds like a freaking full band right now. What is he doing? How is he doing that without any pedals? Well, I got pedals for my loops, but without any pedals for the drum. How is he making all those sounds out of that drum? Oh, he's using his feet while he plays his guitar and kicking the shit out of that thing? That's pretty cool. So that's what makes the BeatSeat special for me. But what makes it special for people with autism? Let's get into what currently we have as options for autism. This is what they call sensory therapy drums. I'm going to pull this up on the screen so we can look at it together. I want to see what's there because I think the BeatSeat is insane. Where is our... To open up the screen. Where's the screen capture? Here we go. All right. So what we're going to do is check out sensory therapy drums. Let me get myself out of the way and put myself over here. All right, that's better. So this is what currently, if you were with a child, you have a child with autism, and you said to yourself, I want to get a drum that can help them express themselves and that I could connect with them. Maybe we both get the same drum and we can together play it so we can have some sort of connection. So this is what they'll sell you. A sensory handpan drum. There's bongos, which someone can push with their fingers. That's pretty cool, actually, because you're using your fingers and you're seeing a result. Don't know if that's anything sensory, though, because you're not really feeling anything. Musical instruments. You see this NASCO right behind me? What else do we have here? This is what they have, guys. Xylophone, the stupid little cymbals. This is what they have, guys. The gathering drum. This is what you got. Holy freaking cow. Here are all our sensory therapy options. Okay, sensory beads, that looks like it could be something cool. It's totally different, right? But what else are we dealing with over here? Sport Time Bucket, Drum and Store Bucket. I don't know what that is. That looks kind of cool. I'd like to bang the freaking hell out of that ball. I don't know what the hell that is, but I'd bang it. I'd bang that drum. Whatever it is, a ball. So look, here's what we got. Shutterstock. They're playing... It's like a timbale or a djembe. I'm not really sure. That's probably a djembe. But look, guys, these are all djembes. This is what they have. A single drum with one panel with maybe a little bit of a snare, but mostly bass. And that's your options. And they're selling them. Like this is what people are buying for their children. Let's get a Remo Buffalo drum, guys, for $100 that makes one tone. Gosh almighty. Drums Alive. Let's see what this is. Now, West Music, we've spoken to them before, but the product is now, like, legit, you know? Let's see. I should give them a call. I'm going to give them a call right after this. You know, because we're in the process. Everything I'm seeing here is weak. This is all weak stuff. This, again, this is that. This is what they got. They're all playing djembes. And here's my... concept. Everybody should have a freaking BeatSeat. You're not sitting in a chair, dumbos. Get rid of the freaking chairs. You got the chair. You got a BeatSeat. You walk in with it, you sit on your seat, and you kick the freaking hell out of it and hit it with your hands. You get your full body drum experience.
No, I want to play a single drum with my hands. Look at me, guys.
That's what they got. That's what they're doing over there. Oh, man. See, this kid's doing it right here. He's got his headphones on. He's gearing in. But, buddy, you could have 5 panels and play with your feet as well, called the BeatSeat. Check it out. Right, guys? I mean, what are we talking about over here? I got to say, I haven't seen anything yet that I'm, like, worried about, where I'm like, wow, you could do more with that. Everything here you do absolutely zero with, like one thing. And I guess maybe that's the point. It's because they're trying to get you to do one thing. Guys, look, I can't even connect. I need you. Here's the one thing this does. That's what it does. Just do it, kid. Let's see if we can connect. But maybe that's not what inspires that kid. Maybe it's all of the different ones. One of them is going to inspire them. Maybe not all of them, but you got unlimited here to work with. You may try 55 different tones on the BeatSeat. None of them connect with your kid. But the 56th may. But you got one tone with all these other things. One tone, one vibrational effect. Instead of unlimited vibrational effects. BeatSeat.rocks. Why have you not ordered one yet? I should see orders coming through On my phone right now. I build them for you as well. They're not built in China or in freaking Bangladesh. I hand build them for you. This is real deal. I dye them myself afterwards, spray them with water-based lacquer so they're safe, and then I ship them out right from Fairfield, Connecticut. So you'll be getting it from BeatSeat, from Fairfield, Connecticut, not from BeatSeat, China. Okay, we're not doing that here. My hope would be that this always stays a American-made product, and whether or not it gets to a point where everyone who has an autistic child makes it, places an order, and then I have to find someone to help me build them, it will be here in the U.S. I will make less money. I will make sure that this stays here. It's made in America. I built it here. I'm cutting the wood and building them here for people who are buying the higher end models. This is something I take a lot of pride in. And it's not just because I invented it, because it's going to change the world for people with autism. That's why. And so I need to get it out to everybody with autism this year. I'm seeing what they have, guys. This is all shit. This is crap. They've got crap to work with. This is cool. What's this? You push buttons and you get an effect. There you go. I don't know if that gives you any sort of, okay, it's a stimulation, maybe. But like I said, vibrational effect. What do we have that you could work with here? And I don't see anything here that I would want to give my kid if they had autism. I just don't see it. Bongo. Okay, 2 different tones. There you go. You're hitting 2 different, you get a different feel for each one. There's a good example of something that's a little bit more. But man, I don't know, guys. We should be selling 1 billion of these. This is all that should be selling. I can't believe this is my competition for this drum. And I still can't sell them. Like, it's insane to me. Like, how do I get people to know about this? I think I should just do, every show should be about the BeatSeat, because this is mental. Like, I can't believe that that's my competition and I don't have any sold this year. Like, what are we talking about? This is totally insane. So guys, I'll show it to you again. I mean, to me, did you see anything else on the screen that had 4, 5 playable panels and, you know, that you can basically beat the heck out of and get all these different tones, but also have a really comfortable seat to sit on for someone who's, you know, like this? You got to get a chair. You got to take the folding chair out and sit on it and then get your drum. I don't know. There's a grab and go bar in the back too. I don't know if you guys know that, but that's like one of my favorite details. I put this in, so all you have to do is put your hand in the back and grab the freaking bar and go. You grab your guitar in one hand, you grab the grab and go bar in the other, and you're off. That's something I should have trademarked and patented. I didn't. I patented the drum, but not the grab and go bar. Although, it is in the utility and the design, so I guess I did. If somebody does a grab and go bar in theirs, I probably could. I'm not a litigious dude, but you know, if I can't get my drum out there and someone else is stealing my concept, that's the whole point of getting a patent. So if it gets to that point, there's a utility and a design patent for the BeatSeat. This is not something that I just invented and I'm like, guys, check out my invention. This went through the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, and it was approved as an actual new instrument that never existed in the history of time. And now it does. So if you could help me get it out there, if you could share this stream. It baffles me that innovating a new musical instrument doesn't even get views from TikTok or from YouTube or from Facebook. Like, they just want to push the doom and gloom. There's a new musical instrument for the world, and I've been here for 5 years in a row, and they never let anybody see it. Like, how freaking mental is that? How mental is it that there's a drum that can save the lives of many because of the stress and the short death, I'm sure, that takes place because of all the stress and anxiety of having a child with autism, anything like this? You may be able to connect. You had an opportunity to connect 5 years in a row every day I've been here, and they wouldn't even let you see a brand new musical instrument that could help people with autism. That is something that should piss you off. Go to beatseat.rocks, look at it some more. Her, H.E.R, has a BeatSeat. I built it for her before the pandemic. Her drummer, Carrington Brown, plays the BeatSeat whenever he's doing a small gig for her or for Tiana Taylor or any of his other artists. So this drum has been recognized by some ridiculously massive musicians as one of a kind. But if you can't get anybody to see it when you're live for 5 years in a row, you can't sell any. So that's really where we are. I just looked at my competition. It's ridiculous that that's the competition for autism for sensory therapy drums, and we don't have 5,000 orders right now in this moment. Like, that is insane to me. If you have a child with autism and you're using that shit I put on the screen instead of a BeatSeat and spending $300 or whatever it is for a multicolored BeatSeat, like, I got a question. Do you really want to connect with your child? Like, you're giving them the stuff that doesn't work. It baffles me. It's like, this is the thing I have to say. There's a lot of amazing things I see, testimonials for different things. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this tea. It's a tea. I'm not saying there's anything else beyond that, guys. It's a tea. It's called Essiac tea. It's something that I've heard really great things about, and I'm not claiming anything about it, but I've heard that it can help people who are dealing with cancer, and that type of stuff. So I mention it, and I think you guys know my father's. We're trying to get my father better. He's been at the hospital, and there's this weird stubbornness. Like, no, well, the doctors, and I'm like, the doctors who tried one thing didn't work, and now they want to regurgitate the same shit and say, well, maybe if we do this again. I'm like, when you try something once and it doesn't work, you try something else. You don't try the same thing. You don't go back to page one and say, well, let's run through it again. That's not how it works. You say, okay, what else is going on out there? And what I've heard from a lot of people is, hey, they told me go home. You got a couple weeks, buddy. And so I went home and I tried this tea. I drank the tea like I was supposed to. Oh, my goodness, I just got a BeatSeat order. That's from DM Ryan, my brother. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, guys. You see? BeatSeat orders coming through live while we're on the air. That's the way it should be with the BeatSeat. And also from the music. When you hear me playing a song, you should be buying an album. Go to my website and all my albums are there. I think it clicks right through. DM, thank you so much. Oh, I will absolutely sign it for you, my friend. Tell me, usually I sign them on the inside by the grab and go bar, but if you want me to sign it somewhere else for you, just let me know. I can put it anywhere you want, on the back, on the side, on the bottom, whatever. But I really appreciate that, brother. It means so much that you got an order. And he's been talking about getting one for a bit, so I can't wait to build this out for him. So, guys, that's what we're here doing, is just trying to get other people sitting on this same drum. There's been a handful, if not more, of family members here on this channel that have purchased a BeatSeat, and it means a lot to me that you have. And my hope has always been, like, while I'm playing music on mine, that they're doing the same thing on theirs. So the more the merrier, guys. I really do believe that each one is so unique. I hand build each one so they have their own character to them, and I can't wait to see more people on them, really, because I feel like, in a way, I feel like I'm hoarding the drum. I try my best to share, but it's like, okay, they're not selling. So, like, and I just brought the prices down, guys, on like everything, just so people could be more affordable. I'd rather just make a few dollars and get them out there than to make a living on it. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen selling a couple. You got to sell a lot. So I'd rather just make a little and have it be something that grows on its own and helps people. Because the other thing that's a distant thought, and I hope doesn't get closer and closer, is your patent's only good for so long, and then anybody can just do what they want and they can just build it out. So you got to get it out first. So that's where I'm at still, is I got to get that thing going and get it out there before somebody else just takes it and does it. Someone with a big name could just put it out tomorrow and it would do very, very well. It's just, I'm a small guy who has a YouTube channel that no one can find and plays it every day, and no one sees all the music that's being played on it. So it's a very difficult thing when you're trying to start a business, and the social media platforms, which are supposed to be promoting small businesses, literally destroy your business over a 5-year period. And it's partially because it's my show's not focused on the BeatSeat. It's not focused on just the music. It's a variety show. So maybe that's it. Unfortunately, it's, if I just did music, if I just did the BeatSeat, and all I did was talk about the BeatSeat every day, perhaps that would have gotten me past, or gotten me through, and gotten me promotion from these social media platforms. But I'm trying to at least now rebottle the magic of this drum. So at least if anybody who is a family member sees it and knows someone with autism, just share this link from today. Let them see what this is about. Again, I'm not really showing you what it's about, but I will. I want to see if I can get the BeatSeat out here and give you a little preview of the different tones that it does offer. And for me to do that, I should probably just play you something real quick. I want to just say Starry left a very nice note the other day about can't make the live shows, but always comes to watch the replay, and how much they appreciate the Touch the Stars song being played very often. Really love the song. So I'm going to try to play that song as often as possible, because I really think that's an unbelievable 432 frequency song that I created just about 5, 10, 15 days ago now. I keep saying a couple days, but now it's been a couple weeks because I've been playing it a lot. So it's been at least a couple weeks. Green Tea, how are you? Helen Gale, how are you? Oh, goodness. Let me throw the link up in case you guys are wondering about the BeatSeat and you want to look a little closer. It's beatseat.rocks, and there's the link there. But this is for Starry. Thank you so much for continuing to support the show and coming back for the replays. This is a little song I wrote just recently. I'll have to start saying that. It will be on the next album. It's called Touch the Stars.
I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. I will take you away. Take you away. We'll take a long ride out of town. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. On your own, say goodbye to it all for now. Find yourself in Pueblo, Colorado, yeah. Up in the clouds and climbing high. Touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. No looking back, no. The sun is setting, the moon is shining down. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. You touch the stars before you come back down to planet. Oh, touch the stars before I come back down. You wake up in the morning, come the rising sun. Take me away again. You take me on another ride. I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. I wanna touch the stars. Touch the stars before I come back down. Oh, I wanna touch the stars before I come back down. the start. Before I come back down. Oh, I won't touch that star. Before I come back down. I won't touch that star. Touch the stars, yeah, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Before I come back down, oh, I won't touch the stars. Before I come back down. Written live.
Did I write that in 2023? I guess, yeah, now we're 20. Maybe it was. Maybe it was still. I thought that was just a couple. Maybe I wrote 2023 by accident and it was really 2024. But whatever. It's still created live in the moment here on the show. There's been way too many of those music moments that are just so powerful. It's like, how the heck did that happen without a pen? How the heck did that happen live in the moment, Mark? There's no way you wrote that live. Well, there's 209 such examples. And if you look at my previous music, and I do play it sometimes, I wrote about 120 to 125 songs with a pen. I just took this new approach when I started this show of living in the moment and allowing the music to drive me into every second. And because it's at 432 hertz, I'm healing not only you, I'm healing me. And when I play these songs, that emotion that's pouring through me and out of that guitar and out of my voice, and every single syllable that comes out of my mouth is from this moment. It's something that we're intended to all take advantage of. We're all supposed to appreciate live creation, live art. And it's here twice a day for the rest of existence if you just found it now. So make sure you join. That's all I could say. I'm gonna be writing more songs like that, so don't go anywhere. And I could show you another one. Let me just give you another example of a song that just, man, I listened to it and I'm like, what in the heck? You know? Now, this one is a little bit back. It's on one of my albums. I played it last week. And it's a really, is this the one? Take Me Home. No, this one's a little bit more of a laid back one. I want to keep this, there's a push here that I want you guys to feel. And all of them have something. They really do. It's not like they don't. The music videos, all of these things are really, really powerful pieces of music, and they're all at 432 hertz. Like, and I know I don't play it because of the controversial side of it, but the jive, the Trump Train Jive song is probably one of the most upbeat and crazy tunes. It's really good. It just so happened to be the perfect song, and he's like dancing to it in real time. It's crazy. So I'm going to pop this on. This is the very first song of my last album called Singularity. It's called Be Free. And just, this is the essence of the show.
Sunny days will come and go. The rain will fall. Bring everything back to life. Make everything if you don't allow life to bloom, will die. And don't you know, if you hold on to your truth, you will wither away. You got to live. Let it be, let it be. So you must speak, you must sing, you must let it all out. Let it out, be free. You got to live. Let it be, let it be. You got to live. Let it be, let it be. Take out the trash. Leave it all behind. Don't spend too much time thinking about the past. Yeah, you can't push rewind. You got to live. Let it be, let it be. You gotta move forward, yeah. You gotta get here to the moment. Let it be, let it be. Let it all out, yeah, let it all be free. Spread your wings and fly. You got to live. No one can get you when you're in your cocoon, yeah. You can blossom inside, be you, be what you will, yeah. Don't stunt your growth, yeah. Nobody knows. You got to be free. Let it be, let it be. You got to live. Let it be, let it be. You got to be free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got to be free. You got to be free. You gotta be free. Let it be free.
Let it be free. Just a little 432 hertz music coming at you. Added a little BeatSeat in the background. You know, sometimes. And Andrea O'Neill, thank you so much. Andrea said, this is great music. I forgot Mark would be here when I got up to get ready for my first day at my new job. Awesome. I literally thought I need some good music to energize me, and bam. Thanks, Mark. Thank you, Andrea. You're amazing, and good luck with the new job. That's so awesome. I'm so happy for you. And then hold on, Trish Killian said, I've never kept a commitment for this long except my marriage. And it's easy. Mark in this group is some of the best people, are some of the best people on earth. You rock, Trish. Thank you so much for that. And DM Ryan, I'm so excited to build you a BeatSeat, my friend. Oh, it's going to be so cool. And guys, 432 music. As we start the morning, I want to just share with you, we have these songs, yes, but the BeatSeat. This show is about the BeatSeat. You're not really able to see what I'm doing because the camera's not right, unfortunately. Maybe I'll move myself back. But the BeatSeat allows you to jam along with other music. But again, if you do know anybody with autism, or if someone in your immediate family has autism, please direct them to the BeatSeat website, beatseat.rocks, just because there is a massive benefit to be had here, especially when you look at what you have as options for sensory therapy. There's not many options, and there's nothing that does what the BeatSeat does. A cajon has one panel. The BeatSeat's basically a cajon on steroids, is 5 panels and 2 snares. So you have the ability. I'm just going to show you a couple things. This panel over here is my kick panel. That's my hand, but it's designed in my ring is hitting it. That's the kick panel. But if you really want to kick it, you just use your foot as a hinge. Your foot stays like on the balls of your feet, and you just turn it in and hit it with your heel. Now, the closer you keep your legs to the BeatSeat, the easier it is to turn that hinge and use your entire leg on the side of the BeatSeat. So sometimes I'm getting the foot, sometimes I'm getting the leg. That's the whole leg. This is the foot. This is the whole leg. So if you put your calf right up against the side of the BeatSeat as you're hitting, it sounds so fleshy and full. It's like a full kick drum. That's crazy. The other side, my right side. Now I keep my foot exactly the same position, right up against the wood. I snap in for a snare. Kick, snare. 2 different tones. One's low, one's high. This one gives you a snare as well. You can hear it in there. That's the snare. So you have the ability to, just with your feet, add the most amazing kick snare combo. Okay? You could also, with these side panels, get like a shaker vibe. All you do is shake your hand over it. It sounds amazing. That's just feet in one hand, and that's just shaking. Now, incorporate a smack every once in a while on the top right corner of the right side, and you get this really crazy rototom vibe. This is what that sounds like. Just one hand and 2 feet. This is the only drum in the world you could do that. It sounds like a full drum kit. I'm just playing with one hand. Isn't it amazing? Now, let's just pretend for a second I don't have these in my hand. Those are just broken sticks, so it sounds like more like a drum kit vibe when you're playing it. If you're looking for a percussion drum that can give you a variety of tones, I've already shown you one panel here with one hand. If you don't hear that, I hope you can, but listen to the high. Now listen to where it goes from there. I gotta get this freaking camera working. Let's hope that works. Because we have to be able to see this. This is just insane. All right, there we go. So
I know this is hard to accept,
I know
but aliens are living in Stonehenge.
Come on, this is coming from the guy who uses cable internet.
Okay. All right, this is just a little bit better because it's better background. Okay, so again, what I'm showing you here is you have one panel, so I'm just kicking it. So all you really have to do is move your hand around this panel with your hand and get all these different tones. What's that? Yeah, no, same thing with the other one. So you have 2 panels with unlimited tones. from high end to super low end. One of them has a snare, one of them doesn't. So your feet, all by themselves, could put on their own show. And you. But the crazy thing about this is every time I'm doing this, I can feel that. I can feel that in my entire lower torso. All of these, I can feel every single tone. Each tone has a different vibrational quality. When I get here, it's thick. When I'm here, it's sharp, sharp, thick. All of a sudden, whoa, my whole body's shaking when I get here. For anyone with autism, the idea that one of these tones, one of these vibrational qualities is going to affect with someone, connect with someone you love, that is why you need a BeatSeat. That's why everyone needs a BeatSeat. And like I said, it's not even for people just with autism. It's like if you have anxiety in life, and at the end of the day, you just want to come home and let it all out. Whether you tune into my show or anybody else playing music, or you want to tune on the Beatles, you want to pop on Fish, whatever it is that you listen to, you could sit there and play along. And you can just sit there and jam and get it out. You get it out. It is so therapeutic. And in a world where there's not many things that are therapeutic, it's mostly medicinal therapy, and they're getting away from what used to work, the easy things that didn't require medication, you know, using our hearts and our minds and what's from the earth. Well, this is, I would say, literally from the earth. The wood I'm sitting on here was a tree. Came from the earth. Now this one here, I did not cut the wood for this one. I bought the wood for this one. But this wood came from the earth. And then I formed it into the most powerful sensory therapy drum on planet Earth. It's actually quite apropos to be sitting on top of the world here with the most powerful sensory therapy drum, because it's so much better than anything else that I've seen. And I'm not saying that because I invented it. I'm saying it because I get to play it and I'm thankful. I have gratitude that I have this thing. I think that's where I come from, is total gratitude that I was fortunate enough to have the thought and to not let it sit on the side like I have so many other thoughts. I put it to action and I built it. And then when I built it and I realized that this is special, I went through a patent process, which took about 5 years, guys. Patents take forever. It's about 4.5 years until I got my patent. But I ran that entire marathon because I believed in this thing. And so this is the year, 2024. DM Ryan is the proof of that. He's leading the charge for us. The first purchase of the new year. We don't sell enough BeatSeats, so I have to make sure I talk about it more often, because now, especially knowing what's out there, there's nothing else that can compete. They all have one panel and one snare, and you have to bend over to play them. Like, that to me is like why would you buy a drum and keep buying a drum that you have to bend over to play? And it has one panel and one snare and two tones. I just don't understand. Save your money, because then you have to buy pedals if you want it to sound like a drum kit. That's the other thing. You can make a cajon sound like a drum kit. You have to buy all these pedals so the thing could kick backwards into your stupid drum. And it's like your one panel, you got a kick going in there, so all you have is your little hip. Get a little room for your hands. Like, guys, drop all the pedals. You don't have to spend $150 on a pedal. Just buy a BeatSeat, hand-built in the USA. You use your entire body. The only full-body percussion drum on planet Earth. And I think that will remain because I have the patent. If I can get it out there while I have the patent, then it's a guarantee. But at the moment, no one else could build a full-body percussion drum. I have the patent and the utility and the design patent for it. So, and they'll go 5 years and learn that they can't do it because I have the patent. So I think what we have to do here is get it out this year, guys. We need to spread the word. Anytime you hear someone talking about that someone they know is afflicted with autism, tell them about the BeatSeat, please, because they don't know until they know, first of all. And secondly, they're trying to find a connection. And you saw what they have. Oh, let me show you again real quick so you understand, because if there's new people in here and they're trying to figure it out, let's roll back, Joanne. Where is it? I want to look at these options again because I'm blown away that this is what we have to compete against. And they're doing well. These people are all selling product. It's like, all right, I don't know what that is. That's a backdrop. That's the wrong thing. You know, sometimes Joanne really ruins the show. You know, by sometimes, I mean all the time. Joanne, it's getting kind of hot in here too. Can you keep the heat at a normal temperature? That's when she starts wheezing. All right, so here we go. Guys, these are our options. This is what they got. This one's playing with sand. You know, little bongo action. There we go. Percussion play. There's 3 different percussion drums. I like that. That's option. This one, I don't know what she's doing. She's got a couple of baskets or something, you know. She's doing a basket thing. I just don't see anything here. Like one percussion drum, sensory therapy percussion drums. Let's put this in and see. Let's see what we got here. Again, guys, these are our options. Look at this. This is what the BeatSeat has to fight against. I don't get it. This one, they're trying to sell drum kits. Making drums for sensory percussion. Look at that. Okay. Drum kit. Again, I think this is probably the only thing I've seen that looks somewhat interesting, but it's just like you're pushing buttons. Maybe there's a vibrational effect when it hits, but it doesn't look like there would be. It's more like an audio cue. But yeah, I don't see like what are we going up against here? The Sunhouse sensory percussion box, which is like the kid has to somehow go from the front to all the way to the back, and he has all these different things he has to worry about, or just a drum that you move your hands around and kick with your hands and feet. Look at like this. These ladies are sitting here in a chair playing a freaking djembe, one tone.
Yeah, sounds good, Susie.
Look at this one over here. You guys are all playing a single drum. This guy over here, Magoo, the hair, he's got something different, like a cymbal on top of a djembe backwards on the ground. I don't know what we got here, guys. This is just mental, though. Okay, this is therapeutic drumming with elders. Guys, this is sad. This is sad that this is what we have to worry or, you know, compete against, and we still can't get millions of BeatSeats into the hands of those in need. All right, this is what we have to do. We got to get some of these drums that they call percussion sensory therapy drums and put them here against a BeatSeat and do the comparison ourselves. Because it's not gonna happen unless we do it, right? This guy's doing sensory percussion, but he's like, I mean, dude, you're doing it, but what about for people who need to have an outlet? This is what they consider deluxe drum circle kit, music in motion. Okay, so this is what they use for sensory therapy sessions. You see this? This is the one they use, where there's a couple of djembes, you got a couple bongos, a stupid, you know, single drum thing, like you're in, you know, I don't even know. You got the teepee in the back. I don't expect you're going to do much with that thing. You got the blocks, and then you got a horseshoe thing. What the hell is that? Shakers and a, you know, ding, 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 ding. You got a xylophone. Now, guys, this is what they're dealing with here for sensory therapy at the moment. Right there, more drums, one panel each. God almighty, this is actually frustrating to see this. That this is what people have and people are selling in mass quantities. And this is terrible, terrible. I expected to see something that's like the BeatSeat. I'm like, oh, well, that's because they're using that. No. And let me show you what a cajon is so you guys see. Because that's what people are like, oh, it's a cajon. No, a cajon has one freaking panel, people. All right? Let's see. There you go. There's a cajon. Look at this dude. He's got to bend over to play his drum. or like lean it backwards or something weird. Look at this. Look at, he's not comfortable there. That's not comfortable. Tell me that's comfortable. What in the freaking heck? You want to make noises? You got to hit it with that left foot and kick backwards into the freaking front one single panel you have there for your second tone. That's an exciting, option right there. This, look, oh my goodness, there we go. You could spend $600 on this freaking contraption, or you could order a hand-built BeatSeat, never have to buy pedals to play it like a drum kit. Look at this. This is mental. Totally mental. You could buy the cymbal piece separately if you really need that. But look, this is what they're trying to sell you to make the sounds of a BeatSeat. $600. It's built in freaking China, and it's got one playable panel that they put a pedal in front of. So you have to kick it. You have to use it like pedals, like a real drum kit. And the cymbals and this little snare. Look, you see on top there's little sticks for a snare. We have 2 snares, 1 box, a grab-and-go bar, none of the other shit, and it's not $600. And I hand-build them personally. This is mental. This right here should be, I got to go and get this, and this is mental. People are buying that? This is all the drums, guys. Nothing out there like the BeatSeat. This is so mental. Look at, what's this? Slap top cajon with forward sound projection. That looks kind of cool. I guess you throw it through your legs. But still, to date, and we've been reaching out to all these people, they don't want the BeatSeat to get out there. Because look at, this is the shit that they're trying to sell you. This guy's trying to, they're trying to sell you $700 one here, guys. $700 one for some stupid piece of shit plywood box made with all these other contraptions around it. It's a birchwood cajon, guys. I'm building them out of flame maple. Building them out of mahogany and walnut that I cut out of a log in my backyard. Or you can go with the one from Meinl in China. Gosh almighty, for $700. Look at these drums, are all terrible. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be that guy, but when you invent something that's better than the stuff that's out there, but they won't let you get it out there because it's better than the crap they're trying to unload on you before my drum takes over the world, it pisses me off. I mean, seriously, this is what people are buying this stuff, guys. $130. Yeah, you get crap. There's better ones. I think the BeatSeat is $299, but they're hand built. See, that's the issue. Look, they're selling them so cheap, but it's because you're buying in bulk from China. Like, I can't do that. I hand build these things. Like, there's a good Meinl Percussion Artist Edition, $369.99. I will put that up against the BeatSeat any day of the year. Let's see it. Oh, it's got 4.5 stars too, guys. Look, and they put a little area in the front for your hands. I could do that if you want it. I mean, I'll freaking dig that in. They got an audio interface here. That's the one thing I think is pretty cool. I don't have that. You just have to put a mic in the back on mine. But let's see. I wouldn't mind getting, because when you're ready to plug in a piezo pickup with tone and volume control, piezo. I wonder if I can get a piezo set up for this piece so we can start installing those. I wouldn't mind installing that. All right, let's see what it looks like. Volume, tone, output, and link. That is something I'd like to add as a plug-in instead of having to put a mic in the back and get really good audio. It would be sick if that worked. The problem is you have a big drum and so much different tone coming out of it. Here you go. Walnut, $650. My walnut BeatSeats are cheaper than that. And they're better than that. The side is not walnut, that's maple. They're giving you a walnut face with this stupid little thing here.
Oh, we put a pattern in the middle.
I can engrave anything on mine. Look, didn't you see the Men in Black BeatSeat sitting behind me? But anyway, look, this is their new thing, I guess, is they have the little area for your hands because you can't play anywhere else but this one stupid panel. And you could spend $750 on it, or $700 on it, $650. How about that? Let's see. Let's look at all the different photos of this. Wow, that's really nice. $650, guys. $650. Oh, look, they put something on the top though. Ooh, it says Meinl Artisan Edition with the herringbone. Look at that, guys. What happened? What's that? What the heck is that black spot there? Guys, quality control, not really that important at Meinl, apparently. There you go, nice little big notch over here, a big line. This is not quality maple, by the way, guys. This is like grade B maple. This is mental. So they're gonna do 650 on a drum that's got really cheap maple on the side. Look at this. This is not millwork grade or cabinet grade maple. That's baffling to me. What? This is 650? Look at that maple, that piece of maple. I gotten some maple that's this type of quality, but that's because you're buying that type of quality. But for them to have a 650 model as like the walnut model, but you don't give a really good piece of maple with that walnut is kind of crazy to me. Anyway, guys, I'm being a little picky just because I have a lot of pride I put into these things, and I've gotten so much better at each time I build them. So now when I see other people, like, this is kind of cool. This is kind of cool. You know, you could put the little front piece on. There's like a side panel. I don't know what the hell you're doing with that. You build out a fence or something afterwards when you get tired of playing. I don't know. But I guess that's kind of cool. I still like whatever about it. See, I just don't understand why I was the person to think of this, to be honest. Like, why didn't any of the people that build drums think of this? It's mental to me that I thought of it. Like, you guys are building a box that has one playable panel. Nobody along the way was like,
Hey guys, what if we get the other panels to be playable?
and we shape it so it's not like a freaking box, but it's more like a horse. What? Because then I wouldn't have the patent, so I guess that's why I did it. But nobody had thought of it. Nobody thought about taking it from wide to narrow in the front so your legs are comfortable like you'd play a guitar, and you could kick it comfortably, and you don't have your legs spread really wide like you do with a cajon. You're showing your junk to people, you know? It's a little weird. A little weird. Not with the BeatSeat. You see, Men in Black version. That was all engraved. That's pearl inlay in the middle. You see the white? That's not painted. That's pearl inlay, that entire section there. Oh, my friend King Kong. He says, apparently they are going to turn the hotel at the end of my road, turn into a special needs school. If they do, I'll buy them one for the post. Oh, that'd be so sick, brother. You know what, King Kong? This is my hope, is people that are out in the world, that are in different parts of the world, that learn about stuff like this, just even mention it to them. Hey, guys, have you heard about this new product? I've seen on this one show that you don't have many choices when it comes to connecting with people in the autism world. There's like a few options for sensory therapy. Have you heard of the BeatSeat yet? It's a patented drum that was selected Editor's Choice at the music conference. But outside of that, we've seen, or it's been, there's no way to prove this until more people use it. But I saw this child change in front of my eyes. I started telling that story at the beginning and I didn't finish it. Let me just quickly tell you. So we go in, we bring this BeatSeat, color-coded one like I showed you, and this little boy starts playing it, and he starts smiling from ear to ear. And we were like, oh, great, he's enjoying playing it. But then I look through, like, at my wife, and I'm smiling at her, and I see through her that the nurse is crying. And then I look, and the other nurse is crying. There's, like, tears pouring. And I'm like, what is going on here? And they go, you have no idea. He's never connected with anything. And then we left it for him. We had brought it there to show it to him and see if they wanted to place an order. And when we saw how that child responded and reacted to it, we just gave it to him. And that's how good of a businessman I am. Like, I didn't say, oh, look, I see you need it. We'll place an order now, and I'll build you one and bring it back. I gave it to him for free. Now, that doesn't give them any reason to buy another because now they have it. But when I saw that child, and then I saw them, how they responded to it, it was the only thing that was right at that moment, was to leave it. And hospitals have tons of money they could spend and buy a BeatSeat. But like I said, if you were there in my shoes, you probably would have done the same thing. Maybe you wouldn't have. Maybe you would have said, as a business owner, here's $300. Give me, you want it, I'll leave it for you. Give me $300. But instead, my wife and I looked at each other and we said, that's his BeatSeat. And so they're like, what? And we said, yeah, we're going to leave that for him. We see how he loves it. So this is for him. And so that little boy, we have to assume since then has been playing it. I have to go back and see them. I wish I could have filmed that. The problem is with HIPAA and with kids especially, parents, it's how do you get a parent to approve letting you film their kid playing a BeatSeat? and showing them their child who's dealing with something, an ailment of some sort, and then go on camera and use it for promotional material. You can't. I mean, I don't even know how to do that. So right now I'm like telling people at autism clinics about this drum that can change the life of many. These people who can't connect, there are lives that could be affected by this drum, and I'm speaking to them about it. But I don't know how to really get in the door with someone big enough to make a difference, you know? That says, holy cow, guys, we connect to all these different autism centers, and there's a drum that can benefit us all. And there's no competition here. We're trying to connect with people. After seeing what I saw here, I mean, I got to get back on the phone. So I have to do today is I got to sell real estate. I got to go out and find more listings. I got to find more clients. I'm definitely very, very much focused on that right now with this 2024 starting. I want to have a really killer year, and I need more. I need more inventory. I don't have any inventory except for what's coming up to close. So I need to get some more listings. So if you know anybody out there who needs to sell a house, let them know. I can help them, and we'll differentiate by putting that property out on the internet as often as possible. So as far as it goes, DM Ryan, you rock, my friend. I'm going to start working on your BeatSeat. I'll keep you looped on it. Maybe I'll get the camera set up and we can try to build it, you know. But outside of that, I'm very excited about getting started on that one. And I'd love to be able to build as many as possible this year for people who are dealing with someone with autism. And it's very difficult. I went to a listing once before I had invented the BeatSeat. I had invented it, but I didn't even realize the sensory therapy side of it at all. And I pulled in and I see the husband, the wife, and they have a child who's got like a swing attached from the ceiling. And he's in this swing because he's got severe autism, like super severe autism. And she had to leave the meeting to go and tend to him halfway through. And I realized how, and this is a super, super wealthy family. The house is one of the nicest houses I'd been in, and I was hoping to get the listing. I didn't get the listing. I was hoping to get the listing. I sat down with them. I always felt like it was because she left before I had a chance to finish my pitch. Like they made the decision together, but because she had to leave halfway through, I said all the great stuff I said to the husband. She was probably like got the full meeting from the other one. Maybe she didn't, or it was a friend of hers. I think it was a friend of hers. Regardless, I think the meeting went so well with the husband. I was like, I think I have a shot here. But she got up halfway through to take care of her son who was dealing with severe autism. And I realized in that moment, these are people who could buy anything. And they didn't have a solution for their son. They didn't have any connection. It was like pulling teeth every moment. And if there's a possibility that a drum can give them some connection, and it costs you a couple $100 to buy that drum, I've had every other person who's purchased one say, it's not even a question. I spend thousands of dollars on my kids' care. And spend a couple $100 on a drum that could give them real peace and a connection. I'll do it every day. Not every day, but I'll absolutely buy something that will benefit my child. So keep that in mind. Do your research. Go listen to the tones I was showing you earlier in the show here, so you can hear what this thing does. It's unlimited tones, unlimited frequency response, vibrational response, and a way for you to connect with those you love. Hilly Billy in the house, my friend. So good to see you, pal. Oh, that's so true. Hilly said, Matthew 6:3, but when you do a terrible deed, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing. Jesus is watching. That's what matters. That's beautiful. You know, and that's one, I sometimes think, I sometimes believe that's why we do things, is because the Spirit is there with us. And when you are able to have an open heart and gratitude, when you see something like this take place and you see a real connection with a product that you created, it's not about the money at that point. It's about that connection. It's about seeing a child get something they've never gotten before. I wasn't going to let red tape or anything else stop that child from having a BeatSeat. I never even thought about it until now, really, about that fact that we gave it to them. I didn't even think about it, really. It's just like, I've mentioned this many times before, but I just thought about that right now. And I remember when we were leaving, we just decided to leave it for them. And they were very touched by it. But like I said, it's more about that child. When I saw that child and I saw his smile and I saw the nurses, the way that they reacted, I was like, yeah, that's his BeatSeat. So, like I said, I hope to build a ton of them this year. I would love to be busy during the day building BeatSeats instead of selling real estate, but I'll do whatever I have to in order to support my family, Thank you, Hilly, for being here. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Remember, I will try my best to be back for a night show, but every day the hope is we can build out this morning show. Get as many people here as possible. And if we could do that, that one stream ended. These people are killing me. That first stream we had was moving along, and then, of course, YouTubed me. But I'm getting back into
We're using
new stream
way
here.
too many platforms.
Are you? If you haven't yet, please hit the like. It does help the show. I appreciate that. Andrea O'Neill, DM Ryan, thank you again for your support, for purchasing a BeatSeat. I cannot wait to build it for you, bud. And I will sign it for you. I'll have to check back and see if you said where you'd like me to sign it, or just shoot me a note, mp@markpires.com, if you have a specific location you want the signature. My man, really appreciate that. I can't wait for you to start playing your BeatSeat. Helen Gale Townsend, you rock. Hilly Billy, my friend. Hilly Billy's our only mod here right now. Look at that. DM Ryan. Hold on, we just lost somebody. It just flipped out. Chris Donaldson, my friend. Andrea O'Neill. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here with me. Over on TikTok, I'm going to say goodnight or goodbye to you guys in a second, so don't go anywhere. Let me just see if I can roll this through here. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. If you can, leave a comment after the show and let me know if you have any suggestions for me on how I can get the word spread on the BeatSeat. I'm calling around to different special needs facilities. I've had a great response from people. They're definitely very interested, but I don't know how to get in the door and do a demonstration. That's all I want to do, is get in there and show it off. Because I feel like once I could show it off, then they could see at least what it does and if there's a benefit for their patients. And if I could reach someone big enough, then maybe they place a big enough order for all of their facilities. That would be something. So, yes, Helen, I hope to be back later. Thank you guys for being here. Until later, when I'm sure we'll be doing it all over again. I have to get the revelation that I started reading, thanks to Hilly Billy. I started reading, I think it was St. Jude's epistle, and then we started reading Revelation yesterday from the 1775 Bible. So I'll drop that later as well. I will see you guys this afternoon or tonight. Until then, Joanne, can you keep the wheeze down? You got to